Both sides are gearing up for an escalation of Sri Lanka's civil war. It is these Tamil Tiger fighters who will have to face an expected assault by government forces on the territory in the north they still control. With the ceasefire abandoned, Nordic truce monitors are likely to be pulled out of the country. For 2 years, they've documented the island's descent back into conflict.
Their presence in Sri Lanka is based upon the ceasefire agreement, so we can see a lot of difficulties with their further presence in Sri Lanka, and we expect that they will have to be withdrawn. But also this issue will of course have to be consulted with the government of Sri Lanka and with the LTTE.
The government's announcement came hours after a bomb blast in the city of Colombo that was blamed on the Tigers. The target was a military bus, but civilians were caught up in the explosion. The government is confident after driving the rebels from the east, and ministers now say they will consider fresh negotiations only when the Tigers disarm.
I don't think we can speak to the LTTE now. It's useless talking to them now. But that does not mean that in future, due to change of situations, right, if they decide to lay down their arms and come to talks with us, yes, government can reconsider.
In the city, regularly targeted since the fighting began a quarter of a century ago, people are divided about the end of the ceasefire.
This is the wrong thing to do. Tamils, Sinhalese and Muslims are dying in this war. There is no chance for peace now. What we need is peace.
What I have to say about the ceasefire is that even when it was in place, there was no difference. Even when the ceasefire was on, the LTTE violated it throughout.
Sri Lanka's ceasefire agreement had long been dead on the ground. Thousands of people have been killed in fighting in the last 2 years. But formally abandoning it is a signal of intent from the government, which now believes a military victory is in sight. Roland Burke, BBC News.